Hi, everybody. I'm Aysha. I'm an arts and culture loving anthropologist turned UX researcher currently working at LinkedIn. I'm so excited to be here today and to share my talk, Redefining Baby Mama, which is based on my doctoral research. So doctoral research in 5 minutes. We'll see how this goes. Let's jump in. I grew up living a pretty normal, or what I thought was normal, middle-class life. Here I am with my mom around age 1 on vacation in Hollywood, California. In elementary school, I took piano lessons, I did community service projects in middle school, and I took on theater in high school. Pretty typical life. To my surprise, when I left my hometown of Washington, D.C. to attend college in New York, I quickly learned that I was a little different. I was raised by a single mother, and that brought about certain stereotypes related to my family dynamic and that questioned my ability to participate in certain activities on campus. It made me realize that most of the images we are fed of Black middle-class people are often of nuclear family structures with 2 parents in the home, a few kids, and a pleasant community. Even my own family resembled this American family ideal. Here's my dad and his parents photographed in their living room, and my mom and her family attending my uncle's college graduation. On the other hand, in more positive images of successful Black women, the women were almost always single or without children, or in toxic, unhealthy romantic relationships. I wondered, can Black women not be both career and family oriented? So when I got to graduate school, I decided to embark on this research journey to bring light to this lesser known subgroup, Black middle-class single mothers. In my research, I spoke with 30 unmarried Black moms in the DC area. I knew from firsthand experience from my mom, my aunts, and family friends that not all single mothers were the same and recognized DC as a place that allowed for Black women to enter the middle class and become mothers. I mean, look at our mayor. This idea was rarely discussed. The phrase single mother, when about Black women, often painted the picture of welfare queens who struggled to provide or baby mamas who were loaded with drama. This stereotype was so strong and gained national attention in the 60s when Senator Daniel Moynihan published the government report, The Negro Family, where he argued that the urban Black family was a tangle of pathology, mostly because of its absence of fathers in the home. But my experience and my research proved otherwise. Black women can and were raising amazing kids that were not all on government assistance or even without the support from their children's fathers. Most women in my study wanted marriage before children, but may have entered single motherhood after experiencing domestic abuse, death, or infidelity. Others were in long-term romantic relationships. One woman actually made the choice to adopt without a man in the picture at all. As young women, their communities expected them to attend university, find a stable, well-paying career, and have children by a certain age. There was so much pressure to maintain a middle-class lifestyle as adults. To these women, security and stability was prioritized over marriage for the sake of a title. As professionals, they held jobs in various fields that provided them financial stability. Although many desired marriage and some planned for it, they were not interested in marriage just because of the way it would look or because of what it was supposed to promise. Although these women verbalized wanting marriage and finding a lifelong partnership, they were very clear in their expectations. They acknowledged that single motherhood would be tough physically, emotionally, and financially, but that they would prefer it over committing themselves to someone who would not put in equal work or equal effort, or who would make motherhood more difficult. To combat stereotypes, they had specific actions and behaviors to present themselves. They dressed their children well and participated in the PTA and took on more at work. They were tired but felt that they had no time to be upset because things needed to get done in order to maintain a positive image. These women are actively disrupting Black middle-class traditions by fully engaging in middle-class life as single women and encouraging their children to take advantage of everything exposed to them, from travel to learning new languages to extracurricular activities. When I started doing this work, I did so as a mother, but now I present to you from another perspective as a Black single mother myself. Currently employed at one of the biggest tech companies and raising my child with my partner has forced me to revisit what single motherhood looks like in my own life. I hope that because I have not yet tied the knot, that my son will not be misjudged or mistreated because of my marital status. I recently faced discrimination by my community's homeowners association, who unjustly questioned my ability to afford my home and care for my child because I do not have a husband present. These stereotypes are real and have implications. It's 2020. Black women are execs, CEOs, and vice presidents. Some have children with partners, some do it all on their own, and both are okay. It's time we recognize that every mother has a story, and we should take the time to listen. Learn more about my research by visiting the website materialmomsproject.com. Thanks so much, Black Designers Ignite, for having me today. Thanks, Patience.